totally and brutally honest here. Sean Corbin makes Valery Brudov look like Ivan Drago. It's as simple as that. He's beat what's in front of him tonight. He faces me. He's going to visit mental demons again. And let's get something straight. You come to me, mate. You come to me. Next time, ain't no judge is going to be needed. I'm going to do worse than Kovalev. I am going to do worse than Kovalev.
On Saturday night, mate, you better hold it together. I'm going to smash it near you to pieces, mate. I'm going to hit him. When he gets in the ring and we get 10-ounce gloves on, I'm going to smash his head to bits. I'm going to do it November the 30th against all odds. No matter what people say, the journalists write what you want. All as I'll say is tune back in and then look at me on December the 1st when I am world champion. It's as simple as that. I'm willing to die in that ring. It's as simple as that. I am willing to die. I'm willing to die, Saturday. Is he?
Let us move on to the Bellew of the Weeks. Quite a few here. We might be here all night. Andy's got a few. I know Robert has a few as well. No doubt the boys will jump in. First one I've got is Counterpunch Boxing, nominated by Magic Gordon 83. Call me crazy, says Counterpunch, but I firmly believe this man stops Usyk, and he's put up a picture of Derek Chisora getting stuck in on David Price, no less. Zulu X has been nominated by Sam at Against the Ropes for putting up a Dukmachenko picture, the privileged one, with Lomachenko with a little duck head on top of him. He's blatantly ducking Devin Haney. Samuel at Kendall Seasider just patiently waiting for Eddie Hearn to announce the Blackpool versus Preston fight of Brian Rose versus Scott Fitzgerald. Make it happen, Eddie. We all want to see it. Hashtag Blackpool versus Preston. Jay Steele 88 is nominated in for that one. Boxing IQ says to Dave Allen, I want to see you fight Bronze Bomber. Let you see what his power is really about. I think Allen will take Wilder to the deep end. Luke Baker and Matt Russell, who's in the chat tonight, are both nominated in for that one. Toby's also nominated Counterpunch Boxer. Stephen B. Smith has been nominated by Steve, the Bald Bar Steward. Tank knocks you spark out to Josh Taylor, just another typical domestic level UK fighter. James Bernard has nominated O'Hara Davis for having a go at Boris Johnson, talking about Brexit and whatnot. Getting stuck in there. Wants to get into politics, says O'Hara Davis. Yeah, we'll let him get stuck in. I think he deleted that one afterwards. He doesn't want Brexit to happen because he won't be able to suddenly go to Spain. I'm not really liking that one.
As I said, wanker.
Right, who we've got here? Brian King has been nominated. John O'Rourke, Boxing. Mr. Raunch says, man, this is absolute rubbish. People calling Spencer a racist need to get lost. Taking a page out of Tunde Ajayi's book. Instant blockage if any of this is seen on my timeline. Says Mr. Raunch, who has 493 followers. I'm sure he's rocking the boxing world by blocking people.
No.
That's like people, Dave, who say a retweet is not an endorsement and they've got like 7 followers. Like they're tipping the news narrative every day.
I'm a real influencer.
Dave Lowe back there, everybody. Brian King has nominated Jamie, talking about Ricky Burns against Tommy Coyle in Hampden Park, this summer. Yeah. He's also nominated William Joyce, Frank Warren, get Liam Williams the Triple G fight. He is there to be beat, and Liam Williams, takes him to school at this stage. All right, William. All right. Yeah, Brian King's nominated the North End Report. Eddie Hearn has met officials at Deepdale this morning to discuss holding a Scott Fitzgerald fight night at the stadium. Dominic Henry has nominated the Daily Mirror. Boxing legend Johnny Nelson is giving up coffee as it makes his testicles swell to the size of a coconut. Boxing legend, says Dominic. Won't be having that said. Ian has nominated Edward Fowler.
That's the only comment that ridiculous headline, and the only comment he had is boxing legend.
Does that happen to you, Dave?
Comment as well, eh?
The balls smell like coconuts, Dave, when you get a bit of coffee in you.
Oh, like basketballs. They're already like coconuts.
What else have we got here? Let's have a look. Yeah, get him emptied. Rapping Kelly's back on the call. We lost him briefly. He's with us. That's good to know. Ian has nominated Edward Fowler. People see Eddie Hearn as a one-dimensional businessman because very little is released about him. I listened to a podcast and saw the real Eddie. He's not just someone who's in it for the money without his personality, blah, blah, blah. Brian has nominated a boxing scene. Jamel Miller's redemption tour begins as top-rank deal nears. Boxiana wasn't happy about this. Sorry, it's that small I can't bloody read it. Need new glasses. Why is he redeeming himself? We haven't seen the B sample yet. That ain't Dillian White, says Mike Gajardo. They're getting a bit mixed up there. Scott has nominated... No, it's Smigger's Titties, actually. Jamie McDonnell having a bit of a dispute. A former lover of Jamie McDonnell's is blaming him for spending thousands of pounds on cocaine and call girls, but he can't even buy his daughter a pair of socks. Absolute scum. And then he accused him of turning up and smashing a plant pot. It's all getting a bit domestic in the McDonnell household.
And she said as well, he wasted some of it as well.
Oh dear. Andy, this is from you. You've nominated Smigger's Suit. Do tell us more.
Did you not see the state of it, man? Didn't even fucking fit him last night. How the fuck's he going to get that
button was
going to
shoot off.
Jesus, man. Can you imagine what we say? Oh, it's cold, but I can't put my jacket up. You know, you fucking hell.
That top was going to
he's
shoot off and hit Andy Lee in the eye.
He's meant to be a millionaire, man. Get a suit that fits you. See the
Did you like that one, Dave? Hi.
I heard he's making a comeback. I hope so.
I heard that too. Anfield.
Yeah.
It's happening.
I want to see the greatness at cruiserweight.
Oh no, you're not be at cruiserweight. Be up at heavy, I'd say. You got the beard. He's got a heavyweight beard. Talking heavyweights, Hasim Rahman Jr. has been nominated by Guillermo Quitondo. This is quite a good one. He put up his pound for pound list. Coming in at number 10 for Mr. Rahman Jr., David Benavidez. Number 9 on his pound for pound list, Devon Haney. Number 8, Julian J-Rock Williams. Number 7, Gennady Golovkin. Number 6, Alexander Usyk. Number 5, Gervonta Davis. Number 4, Vasily Lomachenko. Number 3, Terence Crawford. Number 2, Errol Spence Jr. And naturally, number 1 pound for pound, Demetrius Andrade.
Fucking idiot.
Boo boo. Boo boo. That's Mel B's pound for pound list.
Love you, Boo Boo.
Oh no, Boo Boo.
Every time you say about Boo Boo, Rob, I always remember Ray Falco. Do you remember the guy who booked up to go over to Germany to see the Demetrius Andrade Jack Culcay fight? And then they cancelled it and he was going to sue Dan Raphael.
Someone should fucking sue him.
I'm going to call my lawyers, he said.
Why? How did Mel B and Demetrius Andrade hook up to be fucking that she's his fan? Is it like he's coming as Fook and I'm...
She couldn't get over to Rhode Island to see him.
Oh man, fucking what the fuck? Boo Boo Andrade, P for P, TBE.
Well, there you go. Toby Hines, I think it was, came up with a good one. He said that Rahman Senior must have been hit so hard it ricocheted through the generations or something like that. Left a bit of CTE on Rahman Jr. maybe, but there you go. That's his pound for pound list anyway, with Demetrius Andrade at number 1, naturally. Box Hard Podcast have nominated Matt Macklin. Katie Taylor is one of those talents you only see every 20 years or so, says Matt Macklin. Brian King has nominated Nick Pete, saying he couldn't be at the Anthony Crolla fight. Your Hall of Fame in my book, says Nick. Brian Scott has nominated Smigger again, another nomination for Smigger, for saying that Bacoli reminds him of a young Marvin Hagler. We had a couple of questions from Paco. Sorry, Paco, I forgot all about you. Trading Leather Boxing has also said something about the disgraceful cut scorecards. What can we do to stop this from happening? We did sort of cover that earlier. Chad Hogan has nominated Peter Innes. You cannot love Katie Taylor. Gonna get a tattoo of her after I get my Mick Conlan tattoo in a few weeks' time. Hashtag fighting Irish. If there was a fighter, Rob, that you could get tattooed on your back, who would it be? Would you have Katie across your spine?
Obanov.
You'd have her on your front though, wouldn't you?
Whatever ways you want, baby. Will your man stop saying baby as well? Your man on Twitter, fucking what's his name? Baby, everything's baby. We say baby, right? You haven't got the finesse to pull that off. Don't be trying to say baby like us, right? Baby thing.
What about you, Hater Dave? If you could have a boxer tattooed on you, who would you get?
Bees! Amir Khan.
And whereabouts on your anatomy?
Kneecap.
T-Mobile was there to help Dave by the sounds of it.
Yeah, the Packers game on in the background.
Where's Cindy these days, Dave?
If I was going to get a fighter's name anywhere, I'd get one on
Taking
me.
the schlong.
Yeah, exactly. And it'd be Dwight Muhammad Cowie.
Swiss ain't get so wrong, Vizai.
Remind me to tell you the story after the pod.
Rob always drops a story after the pod. Well, I was going to ask the other boys, but we'll move on quickly before his Bellew of the Week is starting to slide by. Chad Hogan is nominated, DAZN, and Blair Cobbs for coming into Triple H Music, Ric Flair, Boy Drip, whatever the hell that means, not down with the kids. Chad Hogan has nominated Brian Campbell for having it 30-27 to Canelo after 3 rounds. Jonathan Snowden, Don Trello, we've already gone through that one. Also, Smiggers Titties has thrown in another late one for me here. Nomination for Sergei Kovalev in his post-fight interview, saying nobody wants to fight him and that he's targeting a unification fight next. Was he on the vodka between rounds? I think he got hit that hard. He still thought he was the WBO champion. Any other nominations, boys? Starting with you, Ozzy.
Yep, so I've got one, and it got. I don't know if the guy's trolling or not. Gooner2819, it's at Spocky274 on Twitter, and he said, Kid Galahad put a post up saying thanks to Matchroom and Eddie Hearn for their backing and winning the purse bid for my IBF final eliminator. In response, yes mate, get Warrington back in the ring and take back what's yours. Can't be doing with him and all his football thug mentality followers. Quicker they are put to bed, the better for the world. It then goes on, people criticising him. I'm Team Matchroom. What other promotional companies are out there? So somebody said, so you don't watch other boxing shows apart from Matchroom? Nope. And if there's not one on, I'll watch the classic fights back. Things like Derry Matthews against Tommy Coyle. So, yeah, so it... Yeah, I couldn't work out if he's not or not. If he is, then yeah, he must be. Otherwise, but these people do exist. Another one that he referenced was Callum Smith against Rocky Fielding was another one he likes watching back. I mean, I swear that was over in about 45 seconds, like, yeah. So.
Fucking idiot. That your two then, Ozzy?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Andy, I know you've got a fair few for us. Jump in.
Rumble fucking still.
Yeah, well, obviously, Baby G calling out Josh Taylor after 135. I'm going to move up to 140 and fight Josh Taylor. Big Taylor just says, you know, best joke I've heard in a while, you wee minge. And he says, I'm going to fall. I'm going to phone Al. I'm going to phone Uncle Al, you know. Josh Taylor says, well, just put a drink to me, man, sleep it off, or fucking phone Al, you know. I'm going to phone Al. For fuck's sake. Yeah, I thought Floyd was a man in that relationship. No, it's fucking, I'm going to phone Al. Alright, okay.
Judging by his poncho this week, I don't know if he is the man in the relationship.
Yeah. I want to put up your man, Rob, LL Cool J, for asking if the Canelo fight was fixed.
Was it fixed?
Seriously.
Along with Austin Trout.
Yeah. Well, I'm coming to him. I want to put up Dana White as well, Steve, for this statement. It was absolutely quality. I fucking hate Oscar De La Hoya. He's a scumbag and a snake. I respect Canelo and I respect all the fighters on that card. Fuck Oscar.
At the top it off, he said, and he's weird. He said that at the end of it, and he's weird.
It is weird. So Austin Trout, man, that this guy just hasn't taken the Canelo winning at light heavyweight, you know, whatsoever. So he believes it's a fix as well. He's went like that dive bar. So Manny 10 comes in and says, dive? You did the same stanky leg when Canelo clipped you. So he comes back and says, yeah, you talk as if you can do this. I'll knock you out with a slap. Don't let the internet get you fucked up, right? So he says, he comes back and says, but you're not Canelo, so watch your mouth, ho. So then Boxer fan comes back and says, you're still salty from that fight with Canelo, I see. So Trout goes back again and says, yep, I'm going to take it out on you when I see you. Don't let the internet get you fucked up either, ho. So, he was just fucking human, man.
And a female jumped in and he called her a bitch in Spanish. He said something like "calmate, puta" to her or something like that. So he's bilingual with his insults and threats.
He did, aye. So she's so embarrassing. Trout makes it seem like he has done anything relevant in his career lately. He says, quiet puta. So he's clearly fuming. Can we put up Chavez?
I always thought Trout, Andy, looked quite, seemed quite level-headed, to be honest with you. Maybe he'd had a few drops of the devil's pish.
Well, I doubt that as well. Maybe he's just been fucked about the ring too much and too many shots and that. He's just got the CTE rage. And I want to put in there Cesar Chavez Jr. for deliberately skipping a VADA drug testing protocol. So you just fucked yourself. So that'll be 3 failed tests now. So he's failed 2 in the past. That'll be his 3rd for non-compliance. So that'll be him fucking bombed out the sport for about 4 years now, hopefully.
Okay, any more from you, Andrew?
That's me, Stephen.
Excellent. I'm going to throw one in for the WBC off the cuff. This franchise bullshit. They've been attacked by a few interviewers, fair play to them, and they cannot explain it. It's absolute bollocks, this franchise nonsense. I could sort of understand Canelo maybe, give him a pass, but the fact they've done it to Haney, I mean, can you imagine Devin Haney is sitting there and all of a sudden the email comes through and the relief, everybody jumps up in the living room, he's a world champion, Michael Buffer rings up and announces that he's a world titleist. Nobody wants to win a fucking world title that way.
No.
Absolute bollocks, man.
That's what I'm going to say, mate. He shouldn't be called the WBC franchise champion. He should be called the WBC FedEx champion. That's how he got his fucking belt.
It's complicated according to Mauricio, isn't it? Complicated.
I am confused. I am confused. Fuck's sake. Absolutely.
To be honest, it's been top rank. I've made this move, I think, and Lomachenko's went along with it, I would think. So yeah, it is what it is. It's just politics. He's no ducking the fight. Like, we'll just get that straight right away.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
There's a lot of clamour now that people are saying that Lomachenko is somehow ducking Haney is absolutely preposterous. Like, what the fuck is he going to duck Devin Haney for? Like, he's not even ready for a world title. They just gave him one. Like, but I had one. I don't know if you covered this when I jumped off that time. Did you see this rumor going around that Broner and Gervonta got into a fight outside the dressing room last night?
Aye.
I don't know. It was. I think it was rebuked, wasn't it? But it was funny because it was allegedly Adrian Broner hit Gervonta Davis really hard and then knocked out Gervonta Davis' PR team, and it made me wonder, like, what's worse, like getting knocked out by Adrian Broner or being part of Gervonta Davis's PR team, because he's not exactly Mr. Talkative, is he? Imagine like trying to prep him for an interview, like, Gervonta, how do you think this fight is going to play out? I think I'm going to win. Yeah, okay, all right, man. Fucking burn the ears off you here, Gervonta. So I don't know.
I think it's bullshit, Rob, man. There's no way Broner throws that many punches within that short space of time, man. That's broke his CompuBox records.
Exactly. I'd favour Davis in that one as well. He's probably heavier than him at the moment. So,
fuck's sake. Nomination for those two clones. Hasim Rahman Jr. is a good front runner for me so far. Plus Johnny Nelson and his coconut balls. Hey to Dave, any nominations from you? Hater.
Sorry, was that asking me for nominations? I was yelling at somebody.
Absolutely, Dave Roback. You or Cindy can throw one in.
Probably Aaron Rodgers you were shouting at.
Yeah, well, he's not performing right now. It's pissing me off. He's
no Tom Brady, that's why.
Hey, Brady himself said that Aaron Rodgers was more talented, and if he had Bill Belichick... All right, whatever.
Count the jewelry, Dave. Count the jewelry and get it back to me, baby.
I heard that Rob already threw in a follow-up. Gervonta getting smashed about by his ex-boyfriend Adrian.
Yep.
Sounds well-deserved, honestly, after the week he's had, calling out Josh Taylor and saying he's going to knock him out when he's moving up to 147. I would love to see that. That would be more glorious than O'Hara, than when he smacked down O'Hara. Taylor would toy that bitch. He's got to be like 2 feet taller than him. So yeah, I would love to see that fight, but I don't think we will anytime soon. I had only one. I don't know exactly who to put this under. Oscar, Golden Boy, Canelo, and Kovalev, both. Just boxing in general for that sham last night. Completely being the UFC's bitch in the most visible possible way.
So, Dave, in answer to Paco's question about does last night's fight delay due to a UFC event show the sorry state of the sport, in other words, you would say yes?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Oscar's been on the
and
mad
also
one this week.
props to Dippo Washo. I wanted to give him a shout out earlier, but I forgot. I agree with his rant on Canelo, and thanks for coming up with it because I couldn't be bothered.
Dippo knows the sport, man. Fair play to him. Good lad, he's Dippo. Gabe Lewis, who are you going for this week? In fact, throw in your nominations first. So we're still on nominations, Gabe. Anybody caught your eye, Gabe? Bellew of the week. Episode 347.
I'm going to vote for the people who booed Donald Trump when he showed up at the event. What were they thinking? He's my president. Thank you.
Gabe sending a message in now.
Crying like a little bitch.
Right, Rob, have we got your nominations? I'm starting to lose the will to live here.
Yeah, I got the today and AB. That's about it for this week. Apart from Holland trying to claim Katie Taylor. Oh, I know she's Irish, but we claim her as well. Shut up, asshole! You can't claim her, right? Fucking asshole! You have enough fighters with your turtleneck. So yeah, but I think Hader Dave is on the money with that. What the fuck were they thinking? Like, it's not like Masvidal, Diaz are like global superstars or whatever. Like, I think it's DAZN is making the sport suffer more than anything with that stream. But regardless, that's a big. I mean, you can't do that. Like, fucking hell, have to fight two world-class fighters waiting in the dressing room because some other fellas are having a fight in a different sport on a different coast. Insane.
Insane nomination for DAZN. Keep your hands off Katie as well, says rapping Rob Kelly. Gabe's not with us at the moment. I'm going for Hasim Rahman Jr. The exact quote from Toby Hines was, I think the right hand from Lennox in the rematch knocked the sense out of two generations. So that's Rahman Jr. for me. Gabe, final chance to you. Are you there, Gabe?
Crying like a little bitch.
Gabe is not.
Nominations.
Go on, Gabe.
I think I heard you guys mention Austin Trout lighting up hoes and bitches and putas and all kinds of other such nonsense. So having not seen a whole lot myself and not hearing much of y'all's, I'm gonna go with Austin Trout.
Austin Trout from Gabe. One for Austin, one for DAZN, one for Hasim Rahman Jr. Andy, who are you going for?
Trout. Meltdown.
Two for Austin Trout. Absolute meltdown, Dave. What about you? Who are you going for, Dave? Sorry to disturb you, Dave. Are you there? Forget about Dave. Ozzy, what about you?
Yelling about the Packers again. Sorry,
Go on.
I'm going for just like Rob's going to give it to DAZN. Like for the state of boxing, I'm going to agree with that. DAZN.
Two for DAZN, two for Austin Trout. The final one is to you, Ozzy. Are you going to give us a winner, a decider? Go ahead.
Well, I'm throwing in a bit of a curveball, and I'm going for the Pillock. It wouldn't be a pod without me involving David Allen, and the Pillock who said that Allen could take Deontay Wilder to deep waters and a dodgy position and take his power. I genuinely think people want to see him hurt because it'd be a fucking massacre, that. So yeah, I'm nominating that Pillock.
That is boxing IQ. Ironically enough, boxing IQ nominated.
Far fucking from it.
Having all the brain cells knocked out of him. Austin Trout, DAZN, you are the joint Bellew of the Week winners this week for episode 347. Congratulations.